Sometimes employers consciously and knowingly use employees without caring about what tomorrow will be like. And I think this is one of those issues in the recruitment world that people don't like to talk about. Hi everyone, hello and thanks for joining us on another episode of Chit Chat. I am Chinasa, but if you call me Chi, I'll be so proud of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Chit Chat, where we talk about personal development, lifestyle, and on today's episode, I want to share with you a personal experience. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, in my college year, my final year in college, that was a few years ago though, my friend and I got a job in a public relations related company, or a public relations firm rather. We got a job offer from a public relations organization. So how we got this offer was my school was invited for a public relations function in Abuja. So some students were selected, some students were asked to go and all that. So my friend and I went with other students though, and one thing led to the other. We got to converse with a boss in a company, and then we started chatting afterwards, like to connect after the function, right? And fortunately, she found us interesting to work with her company. She spoke with my friend about taking up the public relations role, and spoke with me about taking up the media role. I was a news reporter. They had a media arm, like a media department under the public relations company. So first of all, I was the news reporter, news there in general, and also entertainment news. I was a content creator and a content curator. While my friend had public relations role, right? She was, I think, attached to the manager or something. Manager, I think. So we're still doing this and we're still in school, but we're just in our final year, right? The rule of the company is when you work with them for 3 months, then you'll be confirmed, you'll be given an employment letter. So that means the 3 months of working with them, you're not going to be paid. And we did not see it as an issue, because I mean, what do we really need money at that time for, right? We're still in school, we're still enjoying from our parents, all those kind of things. So we're just after the experience, and it was a great one. It was 3 months later, they confirmed me, gave me my employment letter and the stipend they were going to be paying me. Yeah, stipend, because I was employed as the in-house contributor, but my roles include news writing and reporting, content creator, and that's being a content creator, that's content creating, right? Content creation and content curator. So these were practically what I was doing daily. I worked from Mondays till Fridays, sometimes I work on Saturdays. And you know, the media field is not something you will feel like, okay, let's just go to bed, the next day we'll work. You work daily, because as the news breaks, you have to report, right? Fast forward to being a confirmed staff member of the organization. 1 month into the job, I was not paid. It was not part of what was bothering me, and I was still doing my task. In fact, I was even giving more tasks, because some people were leaving the company and all that, and I didn't really get to know these staff, I mean the members of the organization, because I was working from school. I was like a remote worker. So, but I was observing that my task and responsibilities became overwhelming. They were adding. Let's say I was doing 3 things a day. At some point it doubled, 6 things a day, 7 a day. And I'm like, okay, maybe because they said the reward for more work is, the reward for good work is what? More work. So I was okay. When I'm on break from school, I usually go to the office. The office is in Abuja, and I spent roughly minimum of 1,000 naira a day to and fro, right? 2 months, 3 months into being a confirmed staff, no salary. And I'm like, ah. So one of those days that I was home from school and I had to report to the office, I started relating with a couple of people in the office. So I had to converse with a particular staff, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm not supposed to be discussing this. I don't know if that's the ethics here. I've not been paid for 3 months. I don't know if that's also peculiar to you. He said, ah, him too. Oh. He's been here for also 4 months or so. He's not been paid. I said, okay, that means I'm not the only one. He said he is also not the only one. There were also a couple of people and all that. I was like, okay, that's fine. And you know the funny thing, my boss knows, because before the end of a month, she would just write me, or write me. Now I'm speaking for myself rather. Just write me, yes, it's almost the end of the month. Don't worry, we'll pay you this. And I was like, okay. Now I never had any issue. In fact, I even went as far as telling the manager, the GM, general manager rather, that I'll appreciate it if you more like give me some sort of evaluation assessment, tell me what I am doing well and what I am not doing well. I was like, no, you're doing very good. I know all those kind of good reports, positive reports. So I said, okay, that's fine. Brethren, I was working 6 months with these people. 6 months being a confirmed staff. That's excluding the 3 months was not the probation time. 6 months being a confirmed staff, nothing. And then as a remote worker, no provision for subscription. I was using my money, thinking, okay, when it gets to that time, I'll be asked to generate invoice to, this kind of thing. Nothing happened. 7 months being a confirmed staff, nothing happened. And I started relating it with my family members. I said, see, my mother said, leave that company. I don't even understand. I know the funny thing, we stopped going physically to work. We're now working remotely. But because my house is a bit close to where my CEO stays, she called me sometimes, like go to her house. And in all our discussions, she's always telling me task. 7 months, 8 months working with you, you've not discussed anything related to salary. You don't even know how I'm faring, have been able to be coming to work for days, 5 days a week, early, traffic, feeding, you don't care. The one that got me here was when one of those days I went to her house to obviously give me tasks and all that. Then at some point we started having conversations and all that. She said she's looking to leave this country soon, that it has to be this year. I know traveling to outside country, no matter where the place is, whether you are going to Benin Republic, it is not something you're going with 2,000 naira or 10,000 naira. The place she was even calling, I think she said Canada. I am not dumb, but I know if you're going to Canada, you should have millions in your account. You're supposed to have 200 naira. So you have this kind of preparation for yourself and your staff. You don't even care about them. Meeting upon meeting with people you don't pay. You don't even ask them, how are you getting resources to join virtual meetings, physical meetings and all that. You know the funny thing, we sponsor so many events, manage talents, do a lot of things as per PR, but we don't know where this money is going to. Do you get? At some point, general manager left. It was now me. I was the head of department, honestly. At least, even if you don't have the money, but at least conversation matters. Tell us, okay, you understand this is what we are going through, but so time, these are the things you are putting in place to make sure you curb this issue of no payments. We are not doing anything. Like nothing is being done, like no effort whatsoever. But every day our task double. That fateful morning, she gave me task, well received. I acknowledged it. I sent in my resignation letter because it was affecting me mentally. So I am leaving your company, ma. This is 9 months going to 10 months. Nothing like payment of salary. It is not nice. I'm grateful for the experience gathered and all that, but it is not encouraging. People are suffering, honestly. And I don't know why some employers, not all, because I work with very amazing people. I don't know why some of them do this. Have you had this experience before? Please share. I just had this in my head and I've been seeing it everywhere on the internet, seeing it on social media, how some people have been crying because of the kind of boss they have related to this kind of story. And I thought to share because it's so crazy, if I would use that word, why people don't talk about this. I think it's high time we start talking about this. Employers should please do well. Employees put in efforts to make sure that the company is up and doing, if I should use that word. But sometimes you encourage them. Because till tomorrow, I don't know the reason why we suffered like that, honestly. But I think that's the end of my story. I hope you found this very insightful and enough to motivate yourself that if you're in a very toxic company or organization, just leave. Go and fix yourself, please. Bye.